guys, it's PM Mathis, your local independent author and your local distributor. And I hope that you've had a good day today. It is midweek again. I always love to say it, but I'm not going to say it. But we know it's hump day. Okay. So, today has been a little emotional. I got my business license today. Whoop, whoop. So I'm very proud about that. And just been walking out some decisions in life. Not all of them good, not all of them great, but God is keeping me and He's holding me. As you can see, there's some bearingness in the process of moving. So not only am I transitioning through another divorce, too. We're having to move. My daughter is away at college. I'm working towards a debt-free college experience for her. Got into some financial situations, but God is still good. As long as we get my young lady through, and she does well, because last semester she was on the dean's list. Yes, she did it. So I'm very proud of her. She is turning out to be a phenomenal young lady, and I am so proud of her. She is the light in my world. She is the wind beneath my very wings. She makes me a better woman, a better person, and she encourages me to be the best that I can be. And she encourages me to be nice. I don't always like to do that, but she does encourage me to do that. This is my series, Are You Getting Ahead? We're talking in Daniel 3. Now, what do I always say, people? Study the word for yourself. That is so very important. I am so proud because now I'm back going to church on Wednesday nights. Going back to Calvary, going back to my home church, because I am walking through this divorce. But you know what? God is really keeping me. He is really honoring my prayer that He keeps my heart. Now, do I have my days? Yeah, I do. I have some days that are, I'm unsure of. I feel a little emotional. And then when I have conversations, with the ex, as you hear him whining in the back, I go through a lot of emotional stuff because I didn't ask for this. I've just been thrown into it. And so just because I chose to move on, because like I told him when I was looking for him, I wasn't trying to be alone. And if you don't want me, somebody else does. And so God is just faithful. I don't know what else to say. I thrive when I have others that need me. I just do better. I'm nurturing in my way. I've been told that I can be a little dominating and a little bit intimidating. I don't try to be. I just had to be independent for so long that I know how to get up and I know how to hustle. I know how to do what I need to do. Mentally, I have some weak moments, but ultimately I'm strong. And so I get up each day and I fight the good fight of faith. I don't have any more than anybody else. I just trust God with it. And do I have to talk to God and say, hey, your girl really needs you because I'm going through right now? Yes. So many days I have to do that. Like I just, had a work situation. I'm just not one to be lied on. I'm just not one to just take things lying down. So in order to be who you want others to see you as, you have to push forward in that mindset, in that way that will allow others to see you as that person. I just refuse to be something. I just refuse to make you a priority and then I'm nothing to you. I am a priority to God. He loves me, He honors me. And so if I'm not getting that from you, then I have to move on. Whether it's just a simple friendship, whether it's just a simple acquaintance, whether it's a marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't want this, but I'm having to deal with it. And I think that as long as we can, as my series says, do a good deed, what else can, you know what I'm saying, what else can be said about you? Okay, so I've got a little long. We're already at 6 minutes, so let me jump into the word here. Remember, this is my series, Are You Getting Head? A Good Deed. This is coming from Daniel 3. Now remember, this is only my commentary. I always encourage you to study the word for yourself. Make it a priority. Make it what you do in the morning. Make it what you do in the middle of the day. Make it what you do at night. You know what I'm saying? Because there's never too much time given to the word. And it just fuels you. It just enables you to move and to grow and be strong mentally and physically. So, are you getting head? A good deed. At times you will do something that is not acceptable to the object of your affection. Hence, my divorce. The greater the deed, the less likely it will be seen as important. So anything you approach, let it be out of your desire to please God, who knows your end from your beginning. In order to drum up an awareness for your cause, you must flesh out your presence. You know, you have to be the kind of person that people will follow, who trust your lead, who trust your influence. So be mindful of that when you're talking, how you treat others, if you show up, because people look at that. Round up support by asking others to invest in your hustle. The effect will last for a lifetime and beyond. As you step out in faith, God will honor your efforts by increasing your purpose. Now remember that not all things you do to fulfill your vision will go over well with those you are trying to help with your message. Not all the time will people accept it. Not all the time will they be okay with it. Not all the time they'll be okay with your deliverance. But you still have to do what God is requiring of you. That is it. That's your end game. What is God asking you to do? How is He asking you to approach the situation or the person? What is He requiring you to say to them? Is He requiring you to step out of your comfort zone? Because I'm having to do that right now as I'm preparing for this class, as I'm inviting strangers. Because for me, everybody's a stranger. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these kind of people that makes friends. So it is a challenge, but I'm growing in the process. And that's what I'm asking you to do. Grow in the process. You have to display what you express in your messages to add vitality to your expertise. Order no one to like your product or you. Be willing to always have to ask them to support you rather than them taking the initiative. You know, befriend people, talk to people, have interest in what they have interest in. They're interested in. Learn about who they are and what drives them. You know, because really community is about building relationships, and I'm learning that one day at a time. I am a public speaker. Being personal with a person is not necessarily easy for me, but God is able. And this job and this business that He's given me, it is the one thing that I have to do. I have to be very personable, get very personal with people. To actually love people, to trust people, and not to be so distrusting of every action and every word. that is a hard challenge for me, guys. So pray for me as I always pray for you. Remember, this is P.M. Mathis, your local independent author and your local indie distributor. And hey, guys, as always, always remember to study the word and to be blessed. Hey, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.